Hey everybody, here we go again. We now have a full team working on PROMOD and we're working as fast as we can to get something in your hands, and that may be sooner than you think. But before we go any further, I want to show you what the PROMOD universe is all about. And I'm excited to introduce you to Jack Walker, the art director on PROMOD.
Hey everyone, I'm Jack, and me and the concept team have been building out the PROMOD universe. Our universe is set in a simulation created by a private military contractor called Fantech. The simulation is called the Fantech Realistic Organised Military Offensive Demonstration, or PROMOD for short. The purpose of the PROMOD simulation is for Fantech to train its operatives for a variety of scenarios, such as counter-terrorism in Africa to drug busts in Colombia. We want to take you globetrotting and playing PROMOD in a variety of locations, not the same drab, generic Middle Eastern town. We believe we can deliver the same player model clarity and performance you see in other competitive games, whilst at the same time delivering an interesting backdrop to your match.
PROMOD is all about great feeling movement. But as with all shooters from the Quake era of gaming, some of the best parts of the game were hidden behind unintentional bugs. So in our version of PROMOD, you'll see objects that are intentionally glitched out. These glitches in the simulation represent advanced movement techniques that you can take advantage of to traverse the world. We're actually building these iconic glitches into the lore of the world itself. We wanted to do this because one of our key design pillars was to make the movement of PROMOD accessible. So whilst at this early stage of prototyping, we don't have much in terms of tutorialization, we wanted to take advanced movement techniques such as strafe jumping, bounce jumps, silent drops, and even wall running, and open those up to all players to understand and enjoy.
In terms of level design, we'll be utilizing these glitched items within the levels to create a fun but balanced environment. The plan is to place them strategically to create interesting routes and rushes.
Early on, we identified that we weren't going to be able to show people the movement. Especially with how slick our movement is, you have to feel it. So we set ourselves a challenge to make a game mode that forces both devs and players to really put their movement skills to the test. It's essential that we nail the fundamentals of PROMOD. So we'd like to show you our new game mode, Jumper.
After much iteration and testing, the movement is finally a place that we want it. While it's likely there will still be bugs as we're in the prototyping phase, you can certainly see that the movement is making progress. This is our Jumper game mode, and the goal here is to complete each level by traversing through the map and passing through every checkpoint in the fastest time possible. There are often multiple routes available by using PROMOD's glitch mechanics. As this is still a prototype, it's essentially a way for you to put our movement through rigorous testing and hopefully enjoy doing it. You'll also be able to compete against other players on the leaderboard as the game records your personal best time for each level.
As you can see, PROMOD is built upon the framework of Battalion 1944 console. Don't worry, soon you won't recognize anything from Battalion 1944. We're already making some pretty big headway with our first pass of the main menu. But you'll also see some work in progress program UI. So don't be alarmed. Our priority is to get things working before we get on with polishing things.
So ultimately, we've seen firsthand what happens when hype gets out of control. So whilst it's important you guys understand that this is the prototype, it's equally important that you guys also understand that Bulkhead is an ambitious studio, led by individuals who want to make fucking sick FPS games. We want our players to have that same mentality of obsessively prioritizing the game and playing without fear, mastering your craft and wanting not just to win, but to dominate your opponents.
We need to cater for all types of FPS players and have accessibility at the heart of everything we do, without compromising the core gameplay and still providing a steady stream of content to keep the game fresh.
Above all else, we want our players to feel unstoppable.
We want to build the best independent grassroots competitive shooter, so if you've signed up to help test PROMOD, check your emails because the closed movement prototype is live right now.